So Claire Johnston, I mean, this is incredible to have you here and to be able to talk to you about Mango Groove's latest album. I mean, it's been more than 10 years since Eat a Mango.
Yes.
I mean, how are you feeling about this new release?
We're incredibly excited and very nervous. It's a big deal for us. As you say, it's actually 14 years since the last Mango Groove album. And obviously since then we've released a couple of compilations with some sort of teaser tracks. But this is the first time that it's a full album, and it's full of life. It's exuberant. If you're a Mango Groove fan, you should like this one. It's got all of the elements and all of that fun and excitement.
Now, I know you've been doing corporate things and you haven't quite literally been off the scene. You also did your solo work.
Yes.
But for many people, this is kind of a comeback of Mango Groove.
Yeah, you're quite right. People are calling it a comeback, even though, as you say, we haven't ever stopped working together. But we put Mango on the back burner and we focused on other aspirations, other projects. I mean, it was a very nice thing to sort of spread my wings and do a couple of solo things. Doozy went touring with Soweto String Quartet. So we all had fun in other areas, but always with a view to coming back and doing something Mango related, because it's our passion, it's our home, really, it's our musical home.
I mean, you were so popular. The Mango Groove, you know, is kind of one of the seminal bands in South African history, music history. I mean, but don't you get, like, you know, how do you keep it fresh or make it still relevant today?
That is such a good question. I think that's probably what the break was about, realizing that we were getting to the point where we weren't paying lip service. We were certainly sort of less in love with it. And as we suspected, the break has made us feel fresh and strong, and the muse woke up, really, and sort of we felt it was ready to do it again.
You got a couple of new elements as well, though, and some constants, but some new elements, new people in the band as well.
Well, I suppose over the last sort of 5-6 years we've added a couple of new people, but the core of the band has remained the same. And in a funny way, it's a back to basics album, in that the break gave us time to evaluate what it is that Mango Groove is. What is it that people love about it? What is it that we love about it? What inspires us about Mango Groove? So it's very pop. It's very summer. It's very South African. It's probably one of our most South African albums in a funny way. And I think South Africans themselves are becoming more and more aware of what it means to be a South African in a cultural sense.
I mean, I'll never forget one of my first ever LPs that I got when I was a little girl.
Yes.
Was the Mango Groove one, you know?
Okay.
And, I mean, you've come through so many changes in music. I mean, you were talking about Twitter and Facebook. I mean, what do you make of it all? And how do you kind of keep sane and keep the heart of music still going through all of these changes?
I think the break, as I say, refreshed us, and the changes are so exciting. I mean, I'm a newbie on Facebook and Twitter, and it's this whole world, and I think it's all power to musicians. It's all power to the public, and that's a very exciting thing. It used to be very much you know, it was very difficult to interface with fans, and you know, we used to have a fan club and people would write us letters. Those days are long gone. Now it's an instant thing, and you can get messages across to people in the blink of an eye. It's very, very exciting.
Okay, so touring and that, now what's going to happen? Oh, your album's releasing now.
Yes.
You know, are we going to see you all over the country? What's going to be happening?
We'd love to get everywhere. We'd love to do small towns. We'd love to do the major centres. We'd like to do what we always used to do, which was very big tours, and get the music to the people live. I think more and more people are aware of the importance of the live experience, and how CD sales are generated off that. It's an interesting thing that's also changed around quite a lot. So yes, very much getting out there. Mango's very strong live. We just over the weekend did a show in Swaziland. It was phenomenal. I mean, the audience was so loud we could barely hear ourselves. And so all of that, we want to do more and more and more and more of that, and hope to see people out there.
Just lastly, I mean, what do you make of the bands that have come after you? A lot of the crossover acts, Freshly Ground, things like that. I mean, do you look at them and smile and think, oh, that's great, they're taking it to the next level? What do you think about them? I'm
always excited when I see bands that are drawing on different influences, particularly when they're coming from a South African space, a South African place. I find that very exciting, because you create a whole fresh sound. Freshly Ground I found very exciting. I mean, our friend Peter is in the band. It also made us feel a little bit sort of, what's the word? A little bit sentimental about what we do, and a sense of, you know, helping rekindle our Mango passion even more, I suppose.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.